And here we go. What's going on, everybody? I'm going to have Fatal J on today's episode. So I'm going to invite him on in a couple minutes. And when he joins, we'll get started. I told everyone 12:45, so we got like 3 minutes until that time. So yeah, it should be fun. Looking forward to having a guest on. Talk about what else? The Snyder Cut. As always, as per usual, we got two people on. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Happy to have you back. Eric, where are you from? Just trying to get an idea of like what time it is where you are. Oh, we had two, but now we have one. Well, we still have 2 minutes left. So, and then I will invite Jay on the live stream. Oh, okay. Cool. Florida. I would love to live in Florida. Hello. How's it going? All right, let's pull up my email. Oh, we got 1 minute until I told everyone to hop on. All right. Let's see. Do I know what you want? No, I don't. There it is. Yes. Don't we all? That's what we're all here for. Hey, what's going on, Rob? Yes, release the damn Snyder Cut. That is right. All right, now I'm going to send the link to Fatal J. All right, so I sent that. And we'll just wait for him to pop on up, and then we'll get this baby started. Get this baby started. Da, 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 da. Top 10 crossovers of all time. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So we know Zach's Cut is missing at least two things right now: the Swan Wing shot of Manhunter, yes, and the Perry White Sanders Fish Burns. Who knows what else it's missing? It's hard because Zach has said that it's finished and it's done. So we know the Martian Manhunter thing. He just needs to film Swanwick, I guess, turning into General Swan, or Martian Manhunter turning into General Swanwick. That's an easy shot. And then you're also talking about the Perry White scene. That would be awesome if you could get. Again, it should be an easy shot to make. I'm just curious as to know if they're going to be doing any like hardcore CGI shots. And there's in the Victor Koo, it's said that either a Batman and Superman shot scene or a Martian Manhunter scene. So yeah, if it's a Batman and Superman scene, then you might have to do some CGI work to that scene. I don't know. At this point, I feel like the movie is done. He's just doing a couple side shots to polish it up, or maybe an end credit scene. So that's what I think. A surprisingly calm voice. No one has ever told me that. I appreciate that, though. I appreciate that. All right, so I did send the email. I'm just waiting for him to pop up. Does anyone know what time Chris Wong is talking to Victor Koo? I feel like everyone's going to be watching that. Dude's being interviewed by like 20 people already. Yeah, I think he's doing one with, or he did one with Chris Wong, and then he's doing one with Louis Centeno. He's a busy man, and then he did one yesterday with Comic Movie Marks. I just want to know if he got the invite yet. That's what I want to know. I'm sure as soon as that's said, it's going to be all over Twitter. Just have to wait and see. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Did you watch it? If you did, how was it? I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, it should be a good time. Should be good. Oh, was it? Good interview? I have to check it out. All right, let's try something else here. Let's try something else. All right. See if that. Just tried resending the email, so hopefully it went through. 8 people watching. I'm just waiting for Jay to show up, and then we can get into it. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. I'll answer anything. Well, not anything, but. I hope you didn't forget about me. Oh, let's see. Sorry, I missed this one. Perhaps Zach's planning to add the scene cut before production of Batflex finding the Parademon nest in pods. If we believe the rumors of 10 million, there's that plus the BBS Steppenwolf design. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he could do more with that, but from my understanding with that Parademon scene with the nest and pods, I think that's in the Snyder Cut. I think that was already filmed because you have the video of the team doing the stunts and everything. I guess the guy Richard Citrone, Ben's stunt double. He was doing the fight scene and everything. So I feel like that scene was filmed. I could be wrong, or maybe they have to finish it up. And also the Steppenwolf design. Steppenwolf design is weird because it seemed like Zach was going to change it, but then again he puts out images of the Steppenwolf design that we got in the theater version. So it's kind of weird. So I mean, ultimately, I think Zach would like to change the Steppenwolf design, but maybe he's just kind of like, it's not that big of a deal to me. we'll just move past that. And maybe that was something that he talked with the studio about, how he wants to change the design, and they're like, we're not going to give you that money, if they even gave him money. Maybe they're like, we're not going to give you money just to change his design. That's kind of pointless in our eyes. And then you're like, okay, that's no big deal. But I just don't know. Eventually, all this is going to come out. I know it's been a while already, but it's going to come out eventually. Everything, the whole shebang, everything that was said, everything that was done, it's going to come out. All right, still waiting. Hope he got it. Let's see here. Get some more. Yeah, I mean, I hope Zach filmed everything that he wanted to film, and I hope that all gets released in the Snyder Cut. Hey, what's going on? I'm happy you could finally make it in time. Uh, I'm just waiting for my guest to show up before we get into it. You got some questions for him. I'll probably have some questions for me. Just patiently waiting. Patiently waiting. Release the Snyder Cut. Are you guys looking forward to Wonder Woman 1984? Let's see. Yeah, I know that nightmare scene. I would love to see more of it. I can't wait. Justice League 2, yep. Can't wait. Really looking forward to it. Really? Huh. I said Eastern time. Hopefully he knows. I'm about to go on YouTube and be like, yo, what are you doing? Where are you at? Huh. All right. Wow. The Snyder Cut, there's a strong possibility that it could get released on HBO Max. I believe it could. Now, with us finding out now that Zach is possibly filming more scenes for the Snyder Cut, now I don't necessarily think it's going to be on HBO Max. Well, I don't think it's going to be on the HBO Max debut. I think when people say HBO Max, they think like May once it comes out. HBO Max. It could end up on HBO Max, but maybe at first they'll just try to come out with HBO Max and then see how it does financially, and then they'll come out with the Snyder Cut. Maybe they just don't want to do that all at once. So we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Wonder Woman 1984. I mean, again, I'm all about the spectacular and the big fight scenes and the CGI. I mean, that's why I watch these movies. That's why I love them so much. Looks like there's going to be a lot of that in there. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. But hearing the rumors about how it's going to be like a Flashpoint type story, I think that's bullshit. But I'm also curious to see what they do with that. I did read a lot of plot leaks though, and it seems like it's all coming true. So I might have spoiled like what happens in the movie, but I still want to see it play out. Hello, hello. Yeah, should be a good movie. Yeah. Yeah, I think those two are tight. I think Patty and Zach are tight because he helped her out so much with the first Wonder Woman. So I don't see why there would be bad blood between them two. Oh yeah, Hans. Any movie that Hans Zimmer does, I mean, even which is so weird that he did the last X-Men movie. He did the score for that, and the score was magnificent. He's the best composer of all time. All right. Oh well, shit. You said that. Oh, that stream's already over with because I think Eric just told me that. So never mind. So he's not online. He's not on that. Let me check YouTube. I don't think that's what's going on. Yeah, that live stream was over. Let's see. Huh. So Jay just messaged me back on Twitter, and he's asking me for the link. So I just told him I emailed it to him. So I'm waiting to see what he says to that. Let's see. So hopefully he's popping up any minute now. Yes. Yeah, I believe so too. I mean, and that could be such a package deal. If they're like, oh, giving you Man of Steel extra content, we're giving you BVS extra content, and then we're giving you this Snyder cut. Like, oh my goodness. You think Disney Plus was bad on day one with everyone joining in and trying to subscribe and start the service? HBO Max is going to be insane if that's what they dropped. If they said the Snyder Cut was coming day one, and quite honestly, I would be if I paid for HBO Max and they said the Snyder Cut was going to be on their day one, and because I knew with Disney Plus there was a lot of issues with people like not being able to watch the stuff for hours or it wasn't connecting for hours. And if I knew the Snyder Cut was on there, I think I would be going crazy. I don't know what I would do. I'd be like, no, so many people are watching the movie and I'm not watching it. And I'm so bummed out. I will say, listen, I was never a fan of Wonder Woman. I just wasn't. And then when you hear they were doing a movie, I was like, okay. But then I saw what Zach did with her in BVS, and I was like, wow, that was awesome. Now, can they carry that into her movie? And they definitely did. And I was like, I enjoyed that movie. It's not my favorite movie, but I enjoyed it. And that's why I'm looking forward to 84, just because I feel like they could do a lot more with that character. And again, I watch these movies for the spectacular, for the great scenes, the CGI. That's just what I'm into. That's what I'm into. All right, here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Let's add him to the stream.
Hey.
The Master Ninja.
How you doing, my friend?
Good. How are you?
Oh man, doing great. Can't believe I'm on with you, man.
I can't believe I'm on with you. I appreciate it. Appreciate you sending everyone my way.
Man, hey, I gotta spread the love, man. I've been watching you. I've been watching you. Do you watch Ping Pong Flicks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna be on my live stream next week.
Oh yeah.
I planned it with you being on there next week, so we could just have this big Snyder Cut extravaganza discussion.
Oh, so what you want? Me and Chris are going to be on the live stream.
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't talked to Chris yet. This should be fun.
It's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah. All right. Nice. I appreciate that.
What are we talking about right now? We just with the chat. We talking.
Yeah. I mean, the same. We were just talking about Wonder Woman 1984 for a little bit. How do you feel about that? Are you excited for that?
I'm really excited about it because Wonder Woman is the dopest female heroine ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like with some of these movies, with these female leads, it's like agendas attached to it. Yeah. Like Captain Marvel, I didn't too much like that. But I'm telling you, I enjoyed Wonder Woman, the first one. Yeah. So I know it's really going to bring the pain on this second one. Mm-hmm. I can't wait.
Yeah, I was just telling the guys that like I wasn't like the biggest fan of hers. I just wasn't. And then I saw what Zach did with her in BVS, and then I was like, damn, that was awesome. And then it went into her own movie, and I thought it was really well done. And yeah, she's badass. So, I didn't realize how badass she was. So yeah, I'm looking forward to 84. So
Zack Snyder still doesn't get his true respect with the cast. He saw the vision with the casting. Mm-hmm. Think about it. Ben Affleck Even though I'm excited about Matt Reeves' Batman, Ben Affleck shut it down as the greatest Batman we ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He shut it down, man.
And that's what was crazy, because my favorite comic book movie of all time is The Dark Knight. And when I thought after Christian Bale, I said there can't be anyone better than him. There just can't be. And then Ben Affleck comes along, and I'm like, okay, like I wasn't like put off by it. I was like, okay, he's the new Batman. We'll see how this goes. And then you see like the first images of him in the costume, and then you get your first footage, and then you see the movie, and it was just like, damn, like he killed it. Like he was the best Batman.
And you said it right. Like you said, Dark Knight was your favorite. Batman Begins is my favorite Batman movie.
Yeah.
But my favorite Batman is Ben Affleck. He shut it down, man.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, still to this day, my favorite comic book movie is The Dark Knight, but my favorite Batman is Ben Affleck. And it's funny you said that, because I started watching Batman Begins again last night. Whenever I watch Batman Begins, I have to watch Dark Knight, and I have to watch Dark Knight Rises. I just have to. I have to go through the whole trilogy every single time. Because I've been watching so much BVS and Man of Steel that I'm like, I haven't watched my favorites in a while, so I was trying to go back to that.
Tyler, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people look at me crazy when I say this, but Man of Steel is my favorite superhero movie.
Oh, it's
perfect, man.
Oh,
and
I
don't understand why critics give it such a hard time. That was an adult movie, man.
Listen, I don't understand why people don't like it, and everyone that I've talked to, like all the people that I know, they all enjoy it, and yeah, it's just I couldn't believe what I was watching when I first saw it.
Yeah, and especially I'm gonna tell you, General Zod, when he fought General Zod at the end, that was amazing. But I always thought the gas station fight was more amazing.
Oh yeah,
yeah, when he fought General Zod's soldiers. And I even like the female character. That was with Zod.
Yeah,
I would have liked to see more of her.
Well, she might be coming back if they do like a Man of Steel 2, because I don't know if you saw her or not, but the actress that played her, because it made it seem like in the movie that she died, but the actress that played her, she put up something a couple months ago of her like working out, and she kind of hashtagged like Snyder Cut, maybe Snyder Cut or Man of Steel or something like that, and people were asking her like, "Are you coming back? Are you coming back for like a Man of Steel 2?" And her answers were kind of like cryptic, like possibly. So yeah, like I thought she was badass.
She took that Zack Snyder course where you got to be cryptic.
Yeah, right. Oh my god, I can't. When I see those messages, I'm like, what? Like I'm horrible like at reading shit like that. I just But yeah, that last fight scene in Man of Steel, like so many people had gripes about it being like Dragon Ball Z-esque, and I'm like, do you realize who Superman is? Do you realize how fast he is and how hard he can punch? Like how else would you like it to be? Like it's gonna be like that. And that was one of the things I thought was awesome.
I guess they wanted the fight to be in an open field or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that too. Like it would never have been in New York City. Like Zod was taking it wherever he wanted to take it. He wanted to destroy the world. He can't just be like, Zod, come over here. We don't want to fight in the city. No, we're fighting in the city. We're causing destruction.
Was perfect. That movie was perfect, man.
No, it was, man. It really was.
What you think about this the Snyder Cut poster that got picked out? You like that?
What do I think? I like it. I think I'm learning to like it more.
No, I'm about to say, just be honest, man. Just be honest. Because I'm gonna be real with you.
Okay.
Victor, shout outs to you, man. You had a dope poster. But I seen some dope posters out there. Like, did you see the Snyder Cut poster where it had like Man of Steel right here, and then it had his dad and his mom right here. It had Justice League at the bottom, and then it was like hell, and you could see General Zod. Did you see that poster? It was like a painting.
I don't think I have.
I'm gonna try to put it up on the internet.
Hey, I looked at every single poster. I just can't visualize it.
That poster there, people in the chat, if you find it, let me know. But that was the most amazing poster known to man. And I'm still trying to find the person who was behind that poster.
Well, something I found out actually today, because I think Chris Wong just put it up, was the process of Victor making his poster. And I got mad respect to him because I didn't know how he did that. and it took him 7 months to make that poster.
I believe because he got every movie and character in there.
And he's got 7 videos, and they're all like 15 minutes long. And it's going through. He literally drew every single character out and did all the little details with every single character. And there's so much to that poster. So I got mad respect to him. It wasn't my favorite poster, but you know what? I mean, now it's growing on me now because now I know that's the official poster for, Zack Snyder's Justice League. So now I'm like, that's awesome. Now we can look at that and be like, that's it. That's the poster.
Yeah. My only gripe was this, and I'm pretty sure it would have took a super long time to do, is he would have colored it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of, the colors are kind of bland.
Yeah. He probably drew everything out and was like, do I want to color this now? He's like, no, it's taking me 7 months. I think I'm just going to.
Yeah. It would have took him a long time to color all those characters.
And he might have, because apparently I was listening to his interview the other day with Comic Movie Marks, and he was talking about how, it was like kind of perfect timing almost of how Zach did this poster because he said he started this 6 months ago. So, he didn't know about this poster contest. No one knew about it until like February or something like that. So he started this 7 months ago. And then maybe he got to a point where it was like, you need to get your posters in. And he's like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Maybe I want to color this, but I don't have time. Maybe I can just do like a bluish tint to it and be done with it. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But we'll have to find out. But all I know is as soon as that kid gets any information or gets a phone call saying what's going to go down, everyone's going to know about that.
Yeah. Metalhead Zaki, Jay, are you talking about poster 0921? I don't know the official name of that poster, but I promise you, if I find that artist, I'm going to be like, dude, can I get a copy of that poster? That poster is mind-blowing.
Listen,
like, I know Boss Logic posters. Boss Logic, he did a great job, but I'm telling you, that poster was better than Boss Logic's poster.
Yeah, I was gonna say something right, but I was completely wrong. I didn't want to shit on anyone's parade, but I was gonna say, listen, I said I was gonna come out with a video, but I didn't do it because I was like, well, why would I do this? Doesn't make any sense. I wanted to let everyone know. I'm like, listen, all of the posters that have a dark side design are not going to be winners. First off, because you're assuming what Zach's dark side is going to look like. So obviously, if your dark side doesn't look like what Zach's dark side looks in the movie, you're not going to win. Now, again, I was completely wrong because Victor's poster has dark side in it. And then also these people doing their new, like their Steppenwolf designs, doing like the OG design or something like that. If like Zach isn't doing the old school design, he's not going to pick your poster. Or like, you know what I mean? And even like adding like what you think the Green Lantern was going to look like or what the Martian Manhunter you thought was going to look like. And that was the problem with Boss Logic is he had Green Lantern, I think he had Green Lantern, but I know he had Martian Manhunter and he kind of did his own designs. But, you can't really have that on the poster. But again, I was completely wrong because the winner has his own dark side design.
Yeah.
So I'm actually trying to look for that poster right now.
But this is what I'm thinking, though. This is what I'm thinking Zack Snyder doing, okay? You know how before a movie comes out, even before we get a trailer, we get a poster.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we got the poster, and then soon we'll get the trailer, and then soon we'll get the movie. That's what I'm hoping it'll go in that row. Because can you imagine if Zack Snyder give us his cut trailer? The internet will break. It's going to break.
Dude, I said this. If I'm at work, I'm gonna have to leave work. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to function.
Me too. I'm gonna have to leave work early.
Yeah, like what's going on? What's wrong? Don't worry about it. I just gotta go.
It's an emergency, sir. Yeah. Let me go home.
I'm gonna be in my car in the parking lot for an hour, just looking at Twitter and seeing. Oh my god, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's also the thing is that if they need to do additional photography for this movie, everyone's gonna know about it. And that's when the cat's really out of the bag. That's when it's going to be like companies or these news outlets and are going to be like, what are you doing? Like that's when WB or AT&T has to speak and be like, oh, we're doing photography for this movie. You can't just do additional scenes and photography and just be like hush hush. Like people are going to know about it.
But Tyler, this what tripped me out though. The prize was the slate, and at the back it said for additional shooting.
Mm-hmm.
First off. That's epic. But then think about this level of epicness. If he get Ben Affleck back, and he gets the actor who was supposed to be Martian Manhunter and Henry Cavill.
Yep.
This dude will be breaking history.
To go off that, you think Ben's coming back?
I don't know, because when I was reading that article, it sounds like he's really for Zack Snyder. Like, he'll do anything for him.
Yes.
But at the same time, I was reading that article, and Ben Affleck, from the way he was talking, if he would have did the Batman movie, if he would have directed and starred in the movie, it would have killed him. Because he was doing some serious drinking, going through the addiction of alcohol.
Yeah.
As much as I wanted that movie, I don't want the man to die behind it.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of iffy. It's like 50-50 with me. He could return. He could not.
Yeah. I think that Ben Affleck playing Batman was a dream role for him. And I don't know if you saw the video that was posted yesterday. He was doing an interview and he was talking about BVS, and he was so excited. He was like talking about the whole experience, how great it was.
Yeah.
He had such a great time. And then he talked about Justice League for a second. He was just kind of like, yeah, it's just there was a lot of tragedy involved, and it just didn't work out the way it should. So yeah. I think he just got tired of it. I think he was just tired with the executives at WB and everything that was going on. And I think he's coming out and saying that he lost his passion for the project, but I think he lost his passion because of what they were putting him through. I don't think he lost his passion. I think if he had the chance to come back with a new team and do it all over again, I think he would. And I definitely think that he'll do whatever Zack wants him to do. I don't necessarily think he's going to get his own Batman movie anymore, but I think that if Zack wants him back to do a Justice League 2, a Justice League 3, Ben will be on board, and close it out.
You know why, too? You make a great point. I think one of the main reasons, too, is because of the tragedy that Zack Snyder went through. Yep. So I feel like the whole cast, they'll pretty much do anything for him because they know he went through it, you know?
Well, everyone loves Zack. Everyone that works with him, they love him. They would do anything for the guy.
But I love that video. You did a video and you was speaking about the real reason why the Snyder Cut needs to come out. And it's basically because of the tragedy he went through. But it seemed like the tragedy got overlooked.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was really weird.
I make that mistake a lot too, is I tell people all the time that this is more than a movie. I know a lot of us are fighting just because we want to see Zack's cut of Justice League, but in the end, I'm not going to stop fighting because of what he went through. And I think that's overall, what we need to do is more than a movie. It's more than that. It's for Zack and what he went through, and so I've been telling people that I was probably going to change my tune around May, but now I'm starting to say, I think I'm going to change that up because it looks like we're getting the movie, like we're getting the Snyder Cut,
we're getting it.
Yeah, that's going to happen. There's too much happening. He has his own shirts now, with a new logo and everything, it's branded. Now he's doing possibly additional photography. That's happening. The Snyder Cut.
This is the promotional period.
Mm-hmm.
This is the promotional period. And like you said, what director do you know who's going so hard on a movie that he basically got kicked off of?
Yep.
DC.
Sorry, go ahead.
DC and Warner, they want to make it seem like he didn't get kicked off, but they kicked him off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They basically did.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what director do you know gets kicked off and still promoting the movie hard every month?
Yep.
It's coming out.
Exactly. And that's, who Sean O'Connell is?
Yeah.
The guy from Cinema Blend. Yeah. And he always talks about this, and I love it that he says this. Is when he met with Zack, I guess Zack was filming Army of the Dead, and he went on set. And he was completely ready for Zack to be like, you know what? I appreciate this movement that started around my movie, or the Snyder Cut, but I just wish they would stop and just let me move on, right? And just continue with my career and just not worry about doing that stuff anymore. And he said that's not the vibe that he got at all. the vibe that he got was like, wow, this is awesome. I'm so proud of these guys, and I want them to just continue and don't stop. And then that's when Sean like woke up and was like, oh shit, why would this guy do this? Like this is actually going to happen. Like stuff's going down.
Yeah.
So
I want to ask you a question though. Like, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's no way the Snyder Cut is going to drop in June or July, because Wonder Woman drops when, in June or is it July?
I think it's June.
So it's no way, because promotion is going to be heavy during June and May.
Yeah.
When do you think Snyder Cut is coming out? Do you think it's dropping when HBO Max drop? Do you think it's coming back in theaters?
I think there's a strong possibility of it being on HBO Max, but now there's a new curveball that was thrown when they're saying that Zach could do additional photography. So now I'm like, okay, here's the thing. Zach he's doing this for the fans, and he has a lot of international fans. If you put it on HBO Max, the international fans that I know of cannot watch the movie. They can't until they get HBO Max. If there might be another way. Now, I saw that HBO Max was going to have content on YouTube TV, and I was wondering that if international people could get YouTube TV, and I just found out today that someone said they can't. Therefore, that doesn't help them. So, yeah, if they can't see it internationally, then Zach is going to push for a theatrical release, and he's not going to settle for anything else. So, yeah, so I'm kind of in the middle. I mean, it's easier to put on HBO Max because they don't have to put any money into it. But if it doesn't get released on HBO Max in May, I highly believe it will come out in November for the 3-year anniversary. Because again, like you said, you have HBO Max, but then you have Wonder Woman, and then it's like, okay, we don't want to put the Snyder Cut around there, and then after that, they'll probably release it in November. But I think 2020 is the year.
And this is crazy. No, you good. I'm sorry, I interrupted, but this is crazy because DC been real quiet about Snyder Cut. No representatives have been talking about it until Jim Lee. Okay, Jim Lee, my favorite comic book artist of all time. I got a Jim Lee poster somewhere here, but
he's the best.
Jim Lee acknowledged Snyder Cut, knew about Snyder Cut, but did you remember his words? What he said about Snyder Cut?
Oh, the other day at like the Chicago
when he
thing?
was
Well,
what did you get out of that? Because I'm still trying to fix that in my head. What the freak was he talking about? Like, it was basically, from what I understood, he want both fans, Snyder Cut fans, non-Snyder Cut fans, to all be DC fans. But he never did say Snyder Cut is not coming out.
Yeah, because it's coming out. That's why. And that's the thing is the fact that he said that Snyder Cut fans are DC fans too. The way that he was kind of wording it was the fact that he wants all DC fans to be happy, which tells me, okay, then you're going to give us a Snyder Cut. I think the proper thing to do is to just let Zach do his own like Snyderverse. And if you've been watching my 6-part series, let Zach come back. We'll get the Snyder Cut, then let him do Justice League 2, Justice League 3. So we'll have his 5-movie arc, and then you can be done with Zach, and you can have your Aquamans and your Wonder Womans, and they can do their own thing, and then you can do a Flash movie and kind of like reboot some of the characters if you want, and get rid of Ben Affleck's Batman. Well, though I think Ben Affleck is his Batman supposed to die in Justice League 2 or something anyway, and then you can recast Superman if you want if Henry's done, and it's that simple. I mean, there's
that's the kicker though. Okay, we lost Ben.
Yeah,
but Henry Cavill still wants it, man.
Oh yeah,
He still that's Superman. Who else can step up to Henry Cavill's shoes? I don't think anybody, man.
It's hard. Is that your favorite character? Who's your favorite comic book character?
It switches between Superman and Batman every day.
Oh, right.
It just depends. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Batman. Batman's that's why I'm getting a lot of slack for liking what's going on with this whole Robert Pattinson thing. But I'm just like, I'm a Batman fan. Like, listen, of course I want
you rock with Robert Pattinson though.
I do.
Like, I think he's gonna kill it. I really do.
here's the
He
thing
gonna
about
kill it,
Robert
man.
Pattinson is that a lot of people they get mad right away because all they saw him was in the Twilight series, so they think like which he did Twilight years ago, and then he kind of
That's when he first got into Hollywood.
yeah, and that's just what he did. He made a name for himself, and then he disappeared and started doing all these indie flicks. And people have been telling me, you should watch some of these movies. You should watch some of these movies. So you know what? I watched a couple of these indie movies, and I'm like, damn, the boy can act. He's a good actor.
He can act his butt off, man. And he dropping a movie this year under Christian Bale, not Christian
Chris
Bale.
Nolan.
And Christopher Nolan.
Oh,
Christopher Nolan don't put Rudy Poos in his movie.
No, that's my favorite director, man. I'm excited for that movie. Tenet looks great. I don't. There hasn't been one Christopher Nolan movie that I didn't like. He kills it.
You know what's dope about Christopher Nolan too? He uses the same people in his movies. Did you catch that?
He's had like Michael Caine in every movie.
Yeah, and think about this. A lot of people miss this. What was the movie he made with Leonardo DiCaprio in the dreams?
Inception.
Basically, the Inception cast is the Batman Begins cast. The Batman trilogy cast.
Yeah,
he used every single person in that movie.
Yeah, he has Tom Hardy in a lot of his movies too.
Yeah,
but yeah, I love Christopher Nolan, and the fact that he brought in Zach to do A Man of Steel, it just warms my heart.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, Robert Pattinson, he's a top tier actor, and I really think people gonna change their note in 2021.
Oh yeah, and I've said that as well. Is okay right now. You guys are still looking at Ben Affleck, and you're like, "Oh, Ben's the best Batman." Yeah, yes, Ben is the best Batman. But eventually, someone else is going to come along, and they're going to see Robert Pattinson's portrayal of Batman. They're going to go, "No, that's my favorite Batman." And
that's like Heath Ledger. Okay, Heath Ledger got the crown for being Joker, but Joaquin Phoenix, if he's not on the same level, he's right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
You just give it time. If somebody can step in and take that,
those two were like on the same level. They're just completely different.
Yeah,
one's over here, one's over here. But man, that was so you like Joker?
Man, I enjoy Joker. I wonder if they're gonna try to put Joker into the DCEU or he just gonna be solo on his own.
I hope they leave it alone. I hope they don't do a sequel.
They will. They will.
Don't I know because it made so much money.
And that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's about the money.
Yep. It's not about the art. It's not about It's about the money, man. I know it sucks.
Yeah, it
really does. But I mean, of course, I'll watch it. I don't know what else they can do, with that character. Like that character. I can't see him going against Batman. I just don't see that working.
I can't either. And I think if he do get his own sequel, he still needs to be by himself because it's gonna be cheesy or it's gonna water him down.
Yeah.
I want him to stay dark, psychotic. When I watched that movie, when I walked out the movie theater, I was dizzy. That's what that movie did to me, man. It just had me loopy.
Yep. It's amazing how you can just take a movie and just have such a basic plot, but it's done so well, and the cinematography and the emotion behind it, the music, the score, like that score is just hits you in the right way. It's haunting. And it makes you feel, and it's just I can watch that any day.
And with the scene with the little short person, I'm gonna be politically correct, and I'm not gonna say the N word.
Okay,
but that was so many emotions in one scene: funny, fear, mystery, because you didn't know what he was gonna do. I mean, what movie does that these days, man?
Yeah, that scene was really funny. I like that when he walked by and he jumps at him. Yeah, that was I can't say enough about it. And the fact that movie had the same director that did Old School and that did the Hangover movies directed that movie is incredible. I can't get over that. I'm like, now I got Todd Phillips up there with one of my favorite directors because I'm like that's hard to pull off, man. Like I'm down with that,
man. So, I sure hope Phoenix Joker is standalone, no sequels and crossovers. I don't know, man. I don't know. And this is the thing too. When it comes to Harley Quinn, I don't know what they're gonna do with that character. Did you hear? They having so many problems with Harley Quinn with as far as box office sales that now they changed the name and
Yeah,
now across overseas they're trying to make it PG-12 instead of rated R.
yeah,
Just hang it up, DC. It did bad. And
yeah,
one of the reasons why it did bad is because Joker was not in it.
yep,
Joker wasn't in it. You can't have Harley Quinn without Joker. You can't have a hamburger without the buns.
yeah, exactly. I see what they were trying to do for a couple movies. Is they were trying to keep key characters out of it, I guess, because they wanted like that movie to be Harley Quinn's movie. They didn't want Joker to be in that movie at all.
Yeah.
And I kind of respect that, right? But now they're seeing that, oh shit, some of these movies need these big characters. And I don't know if it's true or not. Again, it's just a rumor and it's so early on, but they're saying in the Flash movie now they're going to have like Aquaman and Wonder Woman. And I'm like, it doesn't surprise me because you want this movie to make a lot of money. You add these two characters that are, Wonder Woman almost made $1 billion, and the next movie probably is going to make $1 billion. And Aquaman.
That makes sense though, because that's what Marvel did. Take your established characters, boost up Flash, because I'm gonna be honest, Flash is a dope character. Flash is Justice League, but we haven't seen him in a while. And you're not sure if he could do a standalone movie on his own. So put Aquaman, a billionaire, billion movie. Wonder Woman that made $1 billion. Put those characters in, give him a boost so he can be on that level, and then you just keep going like that.
Yeah, and I like I said, I think they tried that with like Shazam, and they tried it with Harley Quinn, and now they're like, okay, I think we should start adding in these key characters because we need these movies to make more money. But also, they're trying to do that low budget stuff too, and I mean, it worked really well for Joker, but that's because it was a really well done movie.
Yeah,
and you had Joaquin Phoenix in it. Shazam, made a little bit of money, nothing major, and Harley Quinn didn't make that much money. But all the Zack Snyder stuff before that was making money. It wasn't making $1 billion yet, but he was still making a ton of money. It takes time. That's what people don't understand is that if you take the first like 6 or 7 Marvel movies compared to the first 6 or 7 DCEU movies, the DCEU was making I think they were making like $1 billion more than what Marvel was. It takes time for these people to fall in love with these characters in these movies. It grows on them, and that's just what it is. And your Justice League movie, if it was left alone, if it was Zack's true Justice League movie, that would have made $1 billion. But people right away, they could tell it was messed up. It was not Zack's movie, and they didn't go back to it.
It didn't feel right after we seen Man of Steel, after we seen Batman versus Superman. It just didn't feel right. I mean, you try to make it comedic. Man of Steel wasn't a comedic movie. BVS sure wasn't a comedic movie. If anything, even Clark Kent was serious. He was serious through that whole movie. And then everybody joking around, Batman joking. Batman doesn't joke. Man.
He was and he was a completely different character in Justice League.
Yeah.
And BVS, he was this dark character that, hid in the shadows and he was like depressed and he was old and he was beaten down. And then in Justice League, I'm just like, what? And that was part of the problem too. What really hurt Ben was the fact that he had to come back and reshoot this whole movie when he didn't want to. He was like, so I'm sorry, go ahead.
Tyler, I didn't mean to interrupt, but Tyler, I'm gonna tell you something. You probably gonna laugh. People in the chat, you probably gonna laugh too. Let me tell you how good Zack Snyder did when I'm talking about that first scene when we got introduced to Batman. Remember when the cops was in that warehouse? And Batman was on top of the ceiling and was crawling on the ceiling?
Yeah.
For a split second, that scared the crap out of me, man. But you know what? I sat back and thought about it. Batman's supposed to scare you like that. I mean, they gave him like a vampire feel when he was crawling like Dracula on the the old Dracula movie. Yeah, he was crawling on the ceiling, man. I was like, dang, I'm a little scared in here, man.
Oh yeah, that was the first time you saw him. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah,
and he's gone.
And then he branded the dude on his neck and stuff. Like, that's what we want,
And when I like walked out of BVS, I didn't know what to think. I was, and this happens with like Zack's movies all the time. I was like thrown back a little bit, and then like days later, I was like, damn, I just witnessed like a masterpiece because it really sunk in. And sometimes
But Tyler,
it
I'm
takes
gonna
his
tell you,
movies.
I like the theater cut. And shout out to Super High Doug Judy. Glad you're here. But the theater cut was good.
Yeah.
But the Snyder cut version was amazing. The director's cut,
yeah,
it made everything make sense. I blame the studios though for the theater cut.
Yep.
We
Yeah,
should have got
they didn't want it to be too long. That's why they did the 2.5 hours. They didn't want it to be
I
three.
give it that Snyder cut version was long as heck, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how these critics would come out and they didn't like the theater version. They didn't like it at all. Then they saw the Ultimate Edition, and then they're like, "Man, this movie is amazing." It's crazy how that 30 minutes can change your mind. It just connected better.
It changed everything, man. It changed everything because I didn't even know that was Clark Kent homeboy. At the be with him at the newspaper place. What's that dude name? He's a big Superman character.
Help
me out in the chat. Well, how can we forget his name?
Yeah, the guy that died in the beginning, he got shot.
People in the chat, help me out.
Yeah.
And W. Mir, thank you. You right. Bram Stoker's Dracula. That's what I was thinking about when Batman was calling on the sleeve. It reminded me of that. And that Bram Stoker.
Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen. Yeah. And that Bram Stoker Dracula, that's my favorite horror movie, man.
Nice.
Jimmy Olsen. Thank you, chat.
Yeah. And Zach wasn't playing around with him either.
He made him.
He make him hard.
But that's good though, because I didn't want him to be kiddie and jokey and slipping and falling and doing goofy stuff. It's not the time for that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I love Zach's movies. Is they're just so mature.
Zach is the man. Zach is the man, and if you even step out of the realm of DC, he killed it with 300. 300 is that's like my top 3 favorite movie of all time. When I was in the movie theater, Tyler, and I seen that movie, I wanted to rip my shirt off and just
Yeah, he's when it comes to cinematography, he's the best, man.
You're right, because when he do CGI, let's take 300 for instance. He did 300 like a painting. Like it was like you was really reading a graphic novel or The Watchmen. The Watchmen look like you really watching a graphic novel. No one is doing that. No one is doing that like Zack Snyder.
Nope.
Zack Snyder, I got 2 favorite directors of all time. Zack has been one of them, and Robert Rodriguez is the next. Robert Rodriguez right up there. But Zack, I'm telling you, he don't get the credit he deserves, man.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to visuals, he's the best. I mean, the stuff that he's
the best.
The stuff that he comes up with.
Think about that scene, Tyler, and real quick. Think about that scene when Bruce Wayne was walking through that funeral home. That CGI is just so beautiful and different to me. And it was like a dreamlike state. And you could really feel what Bruce Wayne was going through with his parents.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You're going to make me watch BVS tonight, man.
I can't. I got to finish my Dark Knight trilogy, and then I'll watch it. I got to get through that. Yeah, but it's just I remember. You know who Kevin Smith is?
Oh yeah. I know Kevin Smith. I'm a big comic book head too.
Okay, when they dropped the first Justice League trailer, I believe, or the second Justice League trailer, there's a scene, and I don't know if it was in the Joss Whedon cut, but there's a scene where Aquaman's walking on the pier, and then at the very end, he's just standing there, and the waves are just splashing up on him.
I remember that scene. Like, that's a great scene.
I remember when I saw that in the trailer, I was like, "Damn, that's fucking awesome!" Like who thinks of that? And Kevin Smith was talking about it one day, and he was just like, "This is why Zack Snyder is like when it comes to visuals, he's the best." He said because if I would have made that scene, he said I would have just had Aquaman diving in the water like a chump or something like that.
Yeah,
he said, but Zack makes these scenes so grand and so epic, and I'm just like, man.
I'm telling you, man. Zack makes CGI look like paintings, and that's why I really wanted that poster to win, because, and Victor, I still got respect for you and love you, but I really wanted that poster to win because it made me think of how Zack Snyder does his movies. It looked like a painting, man. Look like they did Leonardo. Look like Leonardo da Vinci did that poster, man.
Yeah.
You know when is that famous painting of I think it's Adam. He touching God's finger, trying to touch. That was Henry Cavill touching his dad finger.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I might have found it then. I think
you've seen it, man.
I think 921. Yeah, is it? Okay. Is this it? You're probably gonna have a hard time seeing it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That poster should have won, Tyler.
Yeah, this guy actually painted this. You can tell.
Look at the detail. Do you see under Superman? Zod dead body is under him.
Oh yeah, you turn it around.
Yeah, you got to turn it around. His dead body is there.
Yeah.
And then when you look across that, you see the Justice League trying to get to Henry Cavill like he the key.
Yeah.
Man, that's amazing, man. People in the chat, please help me to find that guy. I need to find that guy.
Let's see poster up. Dustin Lee Macy.
What's his name?
Oh, it was actually two people. It was two guys. It was Dustin Lee Macy and Samuel Kentman. Yeah.
What's the official name of the poster?
Well, the entry number is 921. So if you go on the Twitter account for Zack Snyder's JL fan posters, it has their Twitter accounts on there, so maybe you can go and thank them or follow them.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna ask them dudes, can I have a copy, man? I'm serious.
Well, that's the cool thing about.
I'm serious. If I get that, I'm taking this down and I'm putting that up, man.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's the cool thing about Victor. Victor winning is the fact that he does this for a living. I think he might do it on the side, but he sells these posters, so people like right away could get these posters, and now they're selling T-shirts and everything. So I'm probably gonna snag one myself.
I'm gonna get one too, and I got one. I got an official Snyder Cut T-shirt coming too.
Nice. Yeah. I'm racking up too many T-shirts, man.
Cause see what's dope about it though, when you buy that, that's charity.
Yeah.
That's charity, man. And think about it. The Snyder Cut movement has contributed to thousands to charity, man. Who else is doing that?
Yep. Hundreds of thousands of dollars to charity. It's crazy.
Snyder Cut madness is just crazy all over. They put the Snyder Cut banner during the soccer.
Yep.
They got planes flying in the air. Snyder Cut. It's coming. It's coming.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And then when Ben Affleck was being interviewed the other day, also when he said that when Zach called him about what's going on, he said that Ben responded with like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on. Like I haven't heard about this." I'm like, Ben, you know what's going on. Every time you post something on Twitter, people are saying release Snyder Cut, release the Snyder Cut. You know that Zach has his own cut of the movie. Like, come on, But
that's what I like about Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa don't give a freak about anybody, about contracts, about press. He just straight up said, "I seen it, and it was doper. It was better than the other one."
And that guy, he's got mad respect for Zach, and he knows it too. He knows that his career would not be where it is without Zach, and he's so loyal to that man. And that's why. And even like Ray Fisher doesn't care. Everyone's like, Ray hasn't had any work since Justice League. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I'm fine with that. Because they're so loyal to this man because of what he did for them. And like Jason had a couple opportunities before these big roles that just didn't work out.
Man, he did Conan and this sucks so bad.
Yeah,
and I'm a Conan fan.
Yeah,
but that movie was horrible.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he even came back after that.
And then he got that role in Game of Thrones, and that's where Zach saw him. He was Khal Drogo or something like that.
Khal Drogo, yeah. And that was off the hook. I really liked him playing Drogo.
Yeah, it was. And just the thought process of Zach picking these characters. And the reason because in his mind, he's like, Aquaman isn't some blonde-haired, blue-eye surfer dude. He's a guy that's like probably like when you think of someone that lives around the water or deals with water, you think of a Hawaiian, a Polynesian. And that's how he came up with the idea of casting Jason Momoa. There's so much behind it, and like that makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense because they around the water all the time.
Yep. And Jason got to play himself in that role. You think about a race of people that's been around water. Water is their livelihood, a culture. It's them. Yep.
I mean,
And that's like
Zach is a genius.
He is, and that's why I'm like, when I heard that, I was like, wow, like I wouldn't even have thought about that. Like he's just
Zach is the man, man. I saw old footage of Zack Snyder pulling up at the Comic-Con in the freaking Batmobile, man.
really?
Who else does that? There's no other directors doing that, man.
And that's why he wants this movie released. I mean, he cares so much about these characters.
Yeah,
he can't just. I mean, the guy is doing post-production for his Netflix movie, and all he's posting is Justice League stuff. I mean, he cares about it so much, and he wants to come back. Guaranteed it.
What has he done recently? He haven't did anything ever since his daughter. He haven't did any movies, right?
No, this is his first movie since his daughter passed away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
it's coming, man, and I wanted for him and his family to see his version of the movie. He deserves that, man. And you know what? The perfect icing on the cake. If this movie does 10 times better than what Josh Whedon, Justice League did, and I'm not blaming Josh Whedon, because I mean you was given that out of nowhere, you know, and that's not your vision, and you got to change stuff, and it was going to fail either way. It was going to fail without Zach.
Yeah. And I'm definitely behind that too. And I've been telling people more recently is the fact that if it wasn't Joss, it would have been someone else. They told him what to do, and he had to do it, and he only had 6 months to do it. So if it wasn't him, it was going to be someone else. And it just that's the man that was called to do it. And but I don't know. I think it's kind of a blessing in disguise though, because of what has happened with this movement, and
it's a blessing, man.
Yeah, and how big it's gotten and everything, and it's gonna. All I know is if that movie gets released in the movie theaters, I no doubt in my mind it's gonna make $1 billion. No doubt.
I have no doubt in my mind. I'm probably gonna see it about 2 or 3 times.
Oh yeah, no, and that's I've only seen the same movie 2 times in the movie theaters. Like I don't do that. Like I see it like
I don't do that either. But I'm telling you, I'm doing it for this one.
I'm going at least 5 times, man. I mean, I'm probably gonna go 3 times in one day if it's released.
Yep.
Because it's going to be such a big event. And that's the thing is the diehards, they're all going to show out. Everyone's going to show up. You're going to have the Marvel fans are going to show up because they want to see what it's about. You're going to see the fans that hate Zack Snyder show up because they want to see what it's about. You're going to have all the critics show up because literally everyone is going to show up because they know they have to. They have to.
They have to.
Yeah. And then, of course, the people are going to still shit on it and say how bad it was. That's fine.
Yeah.
They got their own agendas and whatever. But yeah, the people that really care and are really love Zach's work, I mean, they're gonna watch that movie so many times.
If it wasn't for Zach, we wouldn't have Patty Jenkins doing Wonder Woman. He put that woman there. And Patty Jenkins is incredible as a director.
And the same thing with Jason Momoa.
He set up the whole universe. He set up the whole DCEU.
Yeah. And that's the thing. He had this plan in place like before they even started Man of Steel. He had everything ready.
Tyler, I'm glad you said that because if this Snyder Cut come out, and I know it's gonna do good, I'm gonna have a freaking heart attack if they say he doing Man of Steel 2, bro. Bro, what if they say he doing Man of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill? The game is done. Marvel is over with after that.
Listen. I believe that when they say this movie's coming out, it's not just going to be that. I think it's going to be everything. It's going to be like the Snyder Cut is getting released. Zach is coming back to direct whatever, Justice League 2, Justice League 3, maybe Man of Steel. I don't know. Like it's going to be a whole thing, a whole package, and it's going to be wild. Like it's going to be crazy.
And what's crazy, something like this have never happened in film before.
Yep.
With a director, because usually when the director's gone, he's gone.
Yep.
But the fans are craving. They want this man back.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the fans, DC. Listen to the fans because the fans will make you money. Look what Sonic the Hedgehog did.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic the Hedgehog killed it. They listened to the fans. The fans were like, you know what? That is the most ugliest thing I ever seen in my life. What is this crap? And the director, he humbled himself, changed the character to look like Sonic, and the movie was successful. DC, listen up. The fans want the Snyder cut. You probably could, this movie might have hit $1 billion.
I think so.
Yeah,
and that's what sucks about the whole situation too. Is you're taking one of the greatest directors of all time, and then you're taking a Justice League movie, and then this is what's happening. Like that's why it's so frustrating. If this was any other movie, any other director, it wouldn't have been like this. If it was a low budget film that wasn't maybe a big comic book LP or whatever IP, they would have just been like, whatever, got a new director and that's just what it is, no big deal. But no, this is like I said, one of the greatest directors of all time, one of the greatest visionaries, one of the biggest movie properties of all time, and then this happens to it. Like come on, like the guy Fabian Wagner is saying that like maybe 10% of the movie is what Zach shot. Like that's absurd. And the fact that it's a 3.5 hour movie, and all we've seen so far is 10 minutes of it. That's wild. That is completely wild.
And I think, just listening to you say that, and Jim Lee, I'm putting it together in my head. I think what Jim Lee basically saying is, don't let the Snyder Cut take the shine of what we doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's going to,
because it's growing. It's growing. Yeah. It's a monster now.
It's more important than these other movies, and they know it. And it's not going to go away until you address it or until you release it. They need to understand that. So the longer they wait, and it doesn't matter. And it's so funny. Every time there's a post, every single time, WB, AT&T, whatever usually it has something to do with DC related content. It's just swarmed with release the Snyder Cut comments. Everyone release like you can't get away from it until you address it, until you release the movie.
And what I love about it, DC still have not put an official statement out saying this movie is not coming out.
Yep.
So they watching.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this, but Birds of Prey helped because they did bad.
Yep.
But I like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I really do. I can't wait for Suicide Squad 2. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Hopefully James Gunn makes it a tad bit better, because I liked it when I watched it in theater. But I bought it on DVD, and I was like, this movie is really boring.
You know what? After watching Birds of Prey, I wanted to watch Suicide Squad again, because I don't know. I want to get that, I guess, bad taste out of my mouth a little bit.
Yeah.
And I rewatched Suicide Squad, and something I always forget was how good Will Smith was as Deadshot.
Oh,
I loved his character. I was like, man, he's killing this role. It's a shame he's not going to be in the new one. But I really did enjoy him as Deadshot. But also, David Ayer's movie, his Suicide Squad, that was tampered with too. So that's
David Ayers. Yeah, because I always see on Twitter they say release the Ayers cut.
Yeah.
I see that a lot too.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with that as well. It was of course it was a longer movie. I think it was condensed down to 2 hours. Like, you listen to Jared Leto talk about how they filmed so much of him and Margot Robbie they could have made their own movie together. And then you hear, possibly talking about how I think like Steppenwolf was going to be like the villain of the movie, or he was going to be in it.
It made sense if he was going to be the villain in Justice League.
Yeah,
it would have made sense.
Yeah,
they could have connected it, because Steppenwolf came out of nowhere, and then nobody know who the freak he was, and didn't care either, because everybody was thinking in the back of their mind, where's Darkseid in all this?
Yeah,
especially after the dream sequence in BVS.
Yep, and Darkseid's going to be in the Snyder cut, man. It's going to be freaking wild.
Yes, he is.
Green Lantern.
Darkseid is the one that killed Lois in the Batcave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Won't he be the one, like he did one of those portals?
Yeah,
I think that's the story behind that.
Yeah,
and that's why we see Flash. That's why we see Flash show up in Batman Dream saying Lois is the key.
Yep.
Which starts the fighting between. That's gonna be good, man.
Every time I think about it, man, I can't. It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
How do you take out Darkseid? How do you take out Green Lantern, Martian Man? Oh my god,
it's gonna be crazy, man. Fantasy, you right. Boom too. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Boom too. Yep.
What's going on, Integrity?
Notice the pattern of Zach's DCU films. MOS is 2.5 hours. BVS is 3 hours. Jack JL2 could be 4 hours. Could you sit through a 4-hour movie?
If it was a Zack Snyder movie, I could.
Me too.
I mean, I
Good
would
at-
have to get up. I would have to get up. I would have to get up at the 2 hour mark and go pee. But
Yeah.
I could definitely. And I tried to tell this to someone the other day was the fact that if it's a 3.5 hour movie and it's really good, it's going to feel like it's 2 hours. So it's it's not that bad.
Man, we got 28 people up in here. Smash that like button. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate you all coming on.
We just talking about what we love, which is Zack Snyder cut, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, we could talk about that all day.
Yes, sir.
That's what like most of my videos are about. Are you a big Marvel guy too?
Yeah, but not right now.
Not right. I hear you on that.
Not right now. It ain't. I'm not excited about anything they dropping this year. What's the movie they dropping? Immortals or something like that. Eternals.
Eternals. Yeah.
I'm not excited about that. Black Widow. I'm pretty sure it'll be good. I'm not excited about that though. She died. So I mean, is she gonna die in this one? She can't die. Why would I want to see a movie when I already know what's going to happen?
Well, the problem with Marvel is they blew their load.
They blew their load. Robert Downey Jr. is the main dude of the show. He's gone.
Yeah. They set up this 22, I think it was 22 movie arc, and they told their biggest story with Thanos, and now it's like, what are you gonna do now? Like, so they're trying to, I guess, like start this new story, and it's I think this is now the downfall of Marvel, which was eventually going to happen, and I think it's going to happen.
I'm gonna be like this. DC always had the crown, and I'm gonna tell you why. Marvel is cool. Spider-Man, I love him. That's my third favorite superhero of all time. Yeah. But DC always had the cheat code. All you need to do, DC, if you want to take over the game and defeat Marvel, is give us a great Batman movie and give us a great Superman movie. That's it. Mm-hmm. The other characters like Shazam, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, those are bonuses. But when it comes down to it, if you ask everybody all across the world who is their favorite superhero or what superhero they know, they're going to give you Superman and Batman. Mm-hmm. Then the third one will probably be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But people love Superman and Batman the most out of any comic book character out there.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's true.
If they give us a great Batman, if Matt Reeves kill it, and then we get Man of Steel 2, it's over for Marvel, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion.
Well, once the Snyder Cut comes out, then it's over. Then it's like,
over. It's over.
Yeah.
The only way Marvel will come back, and I know they're probably going to do it in a few years, bring back Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, yeah, they are.
They're going to bring him back because Robert Downey Jr. actually had a movie come out this year, and it tanked.
Yeah, he's already begging to come back. He's like, yo, can I do more Iron Man movies? he was on Easy Street for like 11 years. He's like, I'll just do these Iron Man movies, and I'll show up in a little Spider-Man movie here or there. Make some millions. Oh, I'm good. And then it ran out. And he's like, oh, okay. Now I got to do some other movies.
And you know what, Tyler? It probably scared him too because Robert Downey Jr. is expensive now when it comes to movies. Like
I think he was like the highest paid,
of all time in Hollywood, because I think he was getting close to $100 million per movie.
Damn.
Think about that. Some movies don't do $100 million.
That's wild.
Yeah, so that kind of trying to mess his stock up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He probably said, Mr. Kevin Feige, can you please let me come back?
It's probably going on with Kevin Feige's probably calling him too back. Like, we got to get you back in another movie.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to do this. Well, you see, they got that the multiverse thing going on with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange's next movie? Doctor Strange and the something multiverse of, I forget what it was.
Yeah, he's gonna try to bring in the X-Men.
Yeah.
There was a wild rumor out there, Tyler, that tripped me out, and it could be true. I don't know. They said in Captain Marvel 2, Henry Cavill might show up in that movie and play Wolverine. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's just pretend that's true. Man, I'm scared because if he play Wolverine, I know he gonna do an amazing job. We not gonna get Superman.
Yeah,
because that's gonna be time consuming for him.
I don't think that's gonna happen at all. And
I don't think so either.
I think it's just a rumor. And second off, it's because his team, I guess his agent is the same agent that The Rock has, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
So they're under the same team, them two, and The Rock is now going to be Black Adam. And now they're talking about how Superman's going to be in Shazam, and they're trying to do like their own Shazam universe thing over here on the side with those three guys. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't think he's coming to Marvel.
Can you imagine how freaking amazing that would be to have Henry Cavill and The Rock in the same movie?
And
it only makes sense because Shazam is a kid. Superman could be his mentor.
Well, they were talking about again. I don't know if it's true or not. It's just rumors, but they were talking about possibly in the Shazam 2, like he's gonna fight Superman because he gets like mind controlled or something. Like, did you see Shazam?
Yeah, I love that movie. I wasn't looking forward to it, but I checked it out and I walked out and I was like, "Dang, that was pretty good. That was fun."
In the end credit scene, there was that little like caterpillar dude. And I think his name's something Mr. Mind or something. And they're saying that possibly he could control Superman's mind in the Shazam 2, and that's why them two fight a little bit.
Well, let's do it.
Well, yeah, go ahead, give me that Dragon Ball Z Part 2. I'll take it.
Yeah,
but you're gonna need more money.
All that going on? Can you imagine all that going on? Shazam fighting Superman, and then Shazam fighting Black Adam. Man, that's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, but you got to do it right there. You got to give me that money though. Don't say it's an $80 million budget because I'm like, that's not going to work.
You know what? And that was the problem in the beginning. DC was not paying my boy Henry Cavill right. Start paying my boy, man. He's top tier now. The Witcher, you seen The Witcher on Netflix?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
amazing, man.
Yeah, it was good.
Henry Cavill is the man.
He is. He's
man,
the
start paying that man.
I hear you. And I think they will because now they see that there's a market for him and they need to pay him. And I
he already gonna bring the women in. He yoked up. He got the muscles. The fellas love him. The women love him. Pay that man.
Hey, well, like we said earlier about Victor Koo winning the poster contest. If he goes to a scene, it said Batman and Superman. So right there, you're going to see Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck are back.
Yeah.
And you ever watch John Campea? You ever watch his show?
Yeah.
I used to a lot more in the past, but then he got on my nerves.
Well, I used to watch him a lot when he used to be with Christian Harloff.
Oh, okay. So you watched
Christian Harloff?
Yeah, from Collider.
That's when they was actually good.
Yeah. Well, I think John's got too cocky, and he's been saying this for a while now that I've been telling you guys for years now that Ben's done as Batman. He's not coming back. I told you I was right. Ben's not Batman anymore, and I would just love to see Ben come back and to see him go, oh, what happened? What happened, John? Like you said, Ben was done. You said he wasn't coming back. What happened? Because he's been so adamant on him being right about that situation.
And that's why I don't really listen to them dudes. It's a chick. I don't know if you're familiar with her, Grace Randolph.
Yeah.
Grace Randolph swore up and down Wonder Woman movie was gonna tank. That movie almost hit $1 billion, bro. I think it hit $1 billion. I could be wrong. Yeah.
Well,
I listen to them sometimes, but they don't know.
She's on the train that Snyder Cut's going to be released on HBO Max. She's been saying that a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, I might rock with her again then.
Yeah. She's saying some stuff that I can get behind, but then she's also saying that Wonder Woman 1984 is kind of going to be like a Flashpoint movie that's going to reboot the whole DCEU, and I'm like, I don't believe that for 1 second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes she can be on point, but then she hit and miss because she always got these so-called people in Hollywood that she talked to, but most of it isn't true. And then she'll go back and work. I'm like, yeah, I told you it was going to be good. No, you didn't. No, you did not say that.
She's just trying to stay relevant.
She's pretty entertaining, though. I like to watch them when I got some downtime,
Yeah, I only watch her stuff when it's I guess stuff that I want to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really watch her YouTube videos. I just go on her Twitter every now and then.
Campia has exposed himself as a man with a clear agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
He
mean,
has.
a lot of those people, they got the companies in their pocket. So they have to say certain stuff.
Oh
They
yeah,
don't have their own opinion.
and that's what's happened with Disney. Is it's been coming out more and more recently is that these like Disney, like they don't necessarily pay them off, but they kind of like say, listen, if you're going to talk bad about our movies, like we're not going to invite you to these press screenings anymore and
Yeah.
not give you. And then these people are coming out and saying this, like they feel like they have to give these movies good reviews because they want to go see the next Star Wars movie, because if not, they're not going to be invited to it early. So they got to say good things about this one.
Tyler, you nailed it on the head, because I seen Christian Harloff when he was on Collider blow up. He was so pissed off that Disney. Did you see that? You remember that?
I saw that. That was hilarious.
He was so pissed off that they didn't invite him to Star Wars Galaxy Edge. And I'm like, dude, come on. It's just a theme park. But he was going crazy. Yeah, I've been busting my butt all these years as a Star Wars fan. I'm like, man, come on, man. It's not that serious.
Yep. And that's what happens. That's what happens.
See, when you kiss these companies' butt and then they turn on you, then you feel useless and shameful. Just keep it real and say your real opinion.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will respect you.
Yep.
And if they don't, so what? You still speaking your own mind,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they feel like they can't do it. That's the sad thing, is a lot of these people are getting paid off, or they don't want to make this certain group mad, so they say certain
I'm gonna tell
things.
you like this, Tyler. If DC want to start putting some money in my pocket, I'm like, okay, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm still gonna, if the movie suck, it suck, and I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
So that's how I'll be.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to give me this money?
I don't know. Oh man,
Kevin is one of those guys. He compromised his integrity to keep from burning bridges with insiders. Yep. It's embarrassing though, watching a grown man be terrified of being wrong. That's a good one.
Again, all I know is that when that day comes that the Snyder Cut gets released and all that news comes out, I'm going right to his YouTube channel and I am watching it. And I cannot wait to see him sweat. I cannot wait to see. I just want that man to be honest and just go, I got it wrong. I messed up. I told you guys that it wasn't coming. It's coming now. I told you guys that Ben is done as Batman. He's back as Batman. I was wrong. I'm sorry. But that's not what you're going to get. He's going to twist it somehow. He's going to twist it.
He's going to twist it.
Yeah.
Tyler, you used to play baseball? You're a baseball player?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I could tell. Because 100 pounds ago, I used to play baseball. That was the only sport I ever played, man.
Oh, really?
I love the game, man.
Yeah, that was my dream, man. My dream was to make it, and that didn't really quite work out.
It be like that sometimes, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's politics involved in anything you do, but without
I had an uncle. He got drafted to the Cardinals.
Oh yeah,
and he got scared and didn't go. I was like, "What the freak?
What
is wrong with you? You play hard all that time." He was like, it was issues I was going through. I was like, man, you nuts. You could have been a millionaire, could have been having ladies under your arm. Man, you crazy.
Man.
It's what it is though, man.
Yeah, exactly. It got me a lot in life, so I'm very grateful for it.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's why I started this YouTube channel, is because, I think I always want to do something I have a passion for.
Me
and
too.
I was like, I was struggling to find that for a while, because baseball was my life, all the way into college. Like I played college baseball, like that was my thing. And then afterwards, I didn't know what to do. Like I was like, I was stuck. I wanted to work hard at something. I wanted to do something else, and it took me a while. I did a whole bunch of stuff, and then I was like, I like talking about movies and DC stuff, and that's when I was like, I started this YouTube channel. And hey man, it's been awesome. It's been a great ride so far, and getting all the subscribers and the comments and building the relationships, and then you have this movement and the people. It's been awesome, man. It's
like perfect, like the stars aligning. Because I used to do that too. I started my channel and I was passionate about Star Wars and Marvel and DC. But then I said, man, a lot of people paying attention to these Snyder Cut videos, and I really enjoy Zack Snyder. Like seriously, I can show you all the Zack Snyder movies I got right here, man. I was like, man, you know what? This is dope. You know, I get to talk about something I'm passionate about. The people enjoy watching it. You know, that works out.
Well, that was,
and then I started searching other people talking about Snyder Cut. And then I found you.
Yeah,
then I found Ping Pong Flicks, Strong Arm Flicks. I know everybody that talk about Snyder Cut.
Yeah, that's my boy, Strong Arm. I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny because I mean, I was listening to like, I think it was Dave Film Junkie was the first one I ever saw talking about the Snyder Cut. And that's when I started like listening like to YouTube guys, like streamers like hardcore, because like I never I never watched anyone on YouTube, but as soon as the Justice League came out, that's when I started trying to find these videos on like what's going on with like this movie and the Snyder Cut, what's going on behind the scenes. And then I was on Film Junkies, and then I think that turned into Chris Wong, and then I was on Chris Wong for a while, and then obviously all these other guys that I've found through the movement and everything. But I was sitting there, and I'm like, I love what these guys have to say, but I would love to talk about it because I can't talk about it with people that I work with and my friends. Like I have a lot of Marvel. Yeah, but I have a lot of Marvel friends too. Like they hate Zach and they hate what he's put out, so I can't really talk about my passion with them. So it's just kind of like left up inside me, and I can't talk about it with my wife because she doesn't care. So
they don't know. My wife don't know. You know, she watches my videos. And she don't know what the freak Snyder Cut is, and don't care less. You know.
Yeah. I'll be at like a family dinner, and they'll be like glad they'll be talking about me, like, you talking about that Snyder Cut again? What is that? What is that? I'm like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So I was like, I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to make my own YouTube video and talk about it. When I first started out, I was doing like a lot of like movie reviews. Yeah, and that's really what I was doing. And then every now and then I would sprinkle in like a DC video or a Snyder Cut video. And then I noticed that I was getting a lot more like comments, a lot more interaction with my Snyder Cut videos. And I was like, I'm just going to start doing more of those because that's something I'm really passionate about. And it seems like a lot of people are really interested in this. So I just kind of forgot about the movies for right now. And that's why I'm doing a whole bunch of Snyder Cut videos. And there's so much you can talk about.
I got a big YouTube friend, and he told me, he said, when you making content and that content is sticking, he said you give the fans what they want, you give the audience what they want.
Yep.
And it when you first start off on YouTube, it kind of take you a while to find yourself and your content, but when you find it, you go hard at it.
Yep.
You know?
Oh yeah, that's what they say.
That's what we found. We found it, you know.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's what they say too. Is watch your videos and see what the interactions are like between videos. And my first big video that hit big was a Snyder Cut video, and I said, okay.
I love the community, man. This is a awesome community. Snyder Cut community. I'm following every community on Twitter. Snyder Cut community. I'm even following the poster group, the shirt group.
Yeah.
You know, I got the emails when they email me stuff. It's just a good community, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt, it definitely is, and it's nice to be a part of that, you know. So I can talk about stuff that I really enjoy, and when that Snyder Cut comes out, man, I feel like I'm gonna be lost. Like, what are we talking about now?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not worried about it because after that come out, you probably gonna say I'm doing Man of Steel too.
Yeah.
It's just gonna keep going.
Oh yeah, no doubt. There's definitely gonna be more to talk about. And maybe the fans will be more at ease when they finally get to see the Snyder Cut, and then they can move on to the idea of a new Batman and newer DC movies. And I think that's one of the big problems is why DC's not making, or Warner Brothers isn't making the money that they once were, is because the hardcore Snyder fans aren't showing up to the movie theaters. I see these guys on Twitter all the time, and that's not who I don't do that. I watch these DC movies.
I watch it too. See, that's crazy you said that because I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know the Snyder Cut heads was not supporting, and so that's why Jim Lee said what he said.
Yeah, they're not showing up to the movie theaters, and there's a whole bunch of them. A lot of guys I respect on Twitter. A lot of guys are saying, "I'm not watching another DC movie until they release a Snyder Cut." A lot of them, and I keep on saying it. Like, you guys, you're missing out on this hardcore money.
Yeah,
but as soon as you release it, then everything's
they missed out on some good ones then, because Aquaman was off the hook. Shazam was off the hook.
Yeah, so, no doubt. The community is called a cult, sadly. You know, I don't know if you. I don't think it's really a cult. There's this guy on Facebook. I always post my videos on this Facebook DC group or whatever. And every single time I post something on there, he responds, just talking negatively about it, saying you guys are a cult. It's never gonna happen. Like I'm like, dude, are you even paying attention?
It might be the same dude. It might be the same dude to follow me. It's the same guy every single time that tells me Fatal J just give up. It's not coming. Do he talk like that to you?
It probably is him. I forget his name. Yeah, but he's always coming after me. And I said, you know what? I stopped responding after a while. I just let him do his thing. And then, like the other day, I just gave him a thumbs up because I just was trying to be an asshole.
Because you know what? When somebody is being negative on my videos, I still keep it positive with them. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I try to.
Well. I bet you it's the same dude.
I think he's a troll though. I don't think he's being serious because I actually responded to him the other day because I was tired of it. I responded with all these details. Like, dude, what's your problem? Like, why do you let this affect you so much? And I gave him like the details of how we know it's coming out and all the evidence and I got no reply. I'm like, he's just trolling. He's just trying to get underneath.
And you know what? Most of the time, those is like little kids too, man. They might
this looks like a grown ass man with his dog. I think his profile picture is a picture of him and his dog.
Oh, okay. Because okay. Then I think I know who you're talking about. Then,
yeah. I mean, I could easily find him.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Tyler. Every time I post a video, he the first dude in the comment being negative. That's the same guy.
I'm just like, are you paying attention? Because it's gonna suck when that movie comes out. Because he's another one. As soon as the movie comes out, I'm gonna post something on his Facebook and be like, what happened? Can you explain this?
He followed me on Instagram. I'm gonna get him on Instagram. You get him on Facebook, I get him on Instagram.
Okay, yeah. So I actually stopped posting in that group because of him for a while, but then I was like, I started more recently to post back up again, and he's still there. I'm like, oh my god, here he is. But that's all right. You have some negativity sometimes.
Oh yeah, especially when your channel start growing too. You'll always have negative in there.
And that's I've never been that way. I don't understand why some people have to be like that, but like if I see something that I don't like, I'm not going to respond on it. I just ignore it and just say, okay, that's your opinion. I'm just going to leave it alone. But some of these people feel like they have to comment on.
Like Snyder Cut. Guess what? I wouldn't even check out those videos.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Exactly. I wouldn't let it affect me. But at the same time, if there was another group of people that are out here trying to get another movie released, I would be happy for them. I would be like, like there's this one guy that follows me on YouTube, and he's always telling me that he's not even a DC fan, but he literally is just in support of this movement and directors having their creative freedom and getting this movie released. And I said, I got mad respect for you because you don't care about this movie getting released. You don't care about DC content, but you're just involved because you think it's the right thing, you know, to let these directors have creative freedom. And I was like, that's awesome, man. I mad respect to that because I would do the same thing. If this happened to a Marvel movie or a Star Wars movie, I'd be right there with you, being like, you should release whatever happened because it's not right.
I say you keep mentioning Star Wars. What you think about that new trilogy that came out?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
It sucked.
I don't like Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars guy.
Yeah, well, guess what? That trilogy is not even worth it. Just so continue not watching it. I'm a Star Wars fan, man, but they put too many agendas in that movie.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Red Letter Media called the Snyder Cut movement weirdos. I hate Red Letter Media. Oh my god.
I'm not familiar with them.
A buddy of mine at work, he used to watch a lot of their videos, but it's gotten to the point where they do like, I guess, like reviews on movies. It's gotten to the point where everything they review now is no good. Everything is bad to them, and I can't. Like,
I don't like channels like that.
Yeah, and I think maybe because their views have been growing so much because of the negativity, because they like to make jokes about the whole situation. But I gave them like one more chance because I wanted to see what they had to say about the Joker movie. And as soon as I turned it on, they were talking negatively about the Joker and how bad it was, and I was just like, okay, this is done.
You mentioned Film Junkie. He's funny, man.
You like him?
He's a funny dude, man. I
Yeah.
kind of like. It's another big YouTuber that covers Snyder Cut a lot too. I think his name, and I could be wrong. I want to say Film Gob or Film something.
Oh, Film Gob. Yeah. Yeah.
Film Gob. Yeah, because he got like a Wookiee face on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever listen to what the hell, Mick Minus, Big Mouth?
No.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about him, but I watch his videos sometimes. He's a big Snyder Cut fan. He talks about it a lot.
Yeah.
More recently though, he's under the impression that it's not going to happen, and it kind of saddened me because he was like all about it, and then he got some information saying that the Wonder Woman 1984 was going to reboot the whole thing, and they're not going to release a Snyder Cut, and then he kind of went with that for a little bit, but now he's seeing
They keep saying Wonder Woman is gonna reboot it, and then I keep hearing Flash. When Flash come out, that's gonna reboot.
Yeah.
So which one is it? It's gonna be freaking Wonder Woman.
I don't know, but more recently he's coming back to the light because he's starting to see now he saw how Zach said the winner of the poster contest was gonna get to come, see additional photography. And now he's back on the Snyder Cut train. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, finally, you're back. I even commented on the video like, oh, you're back. You've seen the light. but he's a good dude.
But you said reshoots. They reminded me of the back of the slate, the prize for Victor, and they said additional scenes for Batman, Superman, and Martian Manhunter. That's gonna blow a lot of people away when they see that guy that was in Man of Steel, the general, the black guy. That's gonna blow their mind when they see him turn into Martian Manhunter.
Yep.
It
blew my mind.
That's gonna be like a type situation.
And that's the thing. That's something else that that's something else that Zach does so well is the Easter eggs. The stuff he puts in his movie, and then you find out later on this whole time and that he was like Martian Manhunter. It's just
that's gonna make you go back. That's gonna make you go back and watch Man of Steel.
You're gonna look at it differently now.
Yep.
And then you're probably gonna see more stuff in the Justice League movie that now makes more sense to BVS or man. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be wild.
Tyrone Madness with 1 million subscribers also supports the Snyder Cut. Yeah, Tyrone Madness like the king of YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even subscribed to Tyrone, and his videos still pop up on my home session.
Yeah, I like him, and it's cool that's cool that he's involved and he wants it released too.
Yeah,
but well, we've been going at this for almost an hour and 40 minutes.
By quick too.
Yeah, it did go by quick. It goes by quick when you're having fun.
So man, I'm thinking let's do this again. I'm gonna have Chris on. Ping pong flick.
No, is that already going down? Is that really going down next?
No, it's going down. Like we don't already talk about. I think we're shooting for 11, 12ish again. I'll keep you updated throughout the week.
Okay,
but it's definitely going down because I was on his channel. He went live. He went live today, and he said, because I thought he forgot or wasn't gonna even mention me, and he said, "Oh, hey, little Jay," and he said, I'm supposed to be on his channel." He got 100 people in his chat, and said, "I'm supposed to be on Jay's channel next week." So it's going down, man.
Okay.
My plan is to get all the Snyder Cut heads together, and we just have an epic talk.
Okay.
That's what.
Hey, yeah, I'm down, man. Where and is that like 11 or 12 Eastern time?
11, 12. I'm Central.
Okay.
So that'll probably be 11 my time, 12 your time.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I would love to, man. I would love to talk to you.
Let me know if you need me to dance with that and change it or whatever, and we can make that happen.
Yeah, no doubt. I would love to.
People got families, busy lives. I understand, man.
Yeah, I try to do that. Yeah, I try to do this when my son's taking a nap. So
yeah,
and I think he's waking up. So
okay,
but
you about to be busy.
Yeah, man. When I have free time, this is when I do YouTube stuff. So yeah. But hey, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you reaching out to me, man. I had a lot of fun.
I had an awesome time, man. It was fun. We got again and again and again.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It was a good time. I appreciate it.
And I respect your content. I love your content, man. Every
Thank
time,
you.
7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm on it. Like I be at work watching your stuff.
I appreciate that. I really do. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna get off here. It's an hour and 40 minutes. I'll definitely be in contact with you though about the stream next week.
Okay.
All right. All right. So let's see. I'll let you go then. All right, man. See you. All right. And that's the end of the stream. That was a fun time. And I will see you guys Monday and 8 a.m. Eastern time and Ninja Vanish. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming along. It was a good time. And I'll see you Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. And like Fatal just said, he said he's trying to do a stream next week, I guess next Saturday with Chris Wong Swenson. So I would love to join that. So hopefully I'll be on there with him. That'd be sweet. So yeah, don't forget to check that out. If it goes down, I'll keep you guys updated. So yeah, peace.